Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
Welcome, Gary. Good to see you again.
Good to be here this morning.
Yes, let's get to today's question right away. Gary, do you ever decline to take a case?
More than you can imagine.
Yeah?
Yes, and I don't, so I knew this question was coming. It's not that I want to discourage people from calling, because we may not take it, but sometimes we are able to get people to a provider or a lawyer or somebody who can help with the process. So we don't try and be all things to all people, but I do know who the good lawyers are and reputable lawyers are here in town, and I like to refer those things out when we can. So we have kind of a network of people that we work with, you know, because I don't know who the best radiologist is or whatever. You know, I rely on somebody to send me. So we kind of do that, and don't try to do all things. I mean, the beautiful thing, we're not a huge firm, we're just here. But my network of people that we associate with and know, Maureen, is vast. And so even if it's a case we would use, if it helps, a lot of times we associate other lawyers who have more of an expertise in the area even. So we don't limit it to just what we can do in our office. And if it's not something we take, we try and get you to somebody who can help.
Okay, all right, very interesting. A lot of people don't know that and don't know how all that works.
That's what we've been here, so I've been here so long. I know who those people are, you know. So people from out of town, big or small, whatever, they don't know who's here. So anyway, we have a good community of lawyers here that provide people with good service.
The advantage. So Gary, are there alternatives to filing a lawsuit?
Yeah, so you know, the lawsuit, the trial, that's the big stick, to paraphrase Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Hopefully that track record, that willingness to file the lawsuits is what keeps us from having to do it sometimes. So a lot of times, because that is an expensive and time-intensive process, and there's alternatives that are great. There is the mediation, there's arbitration, and then frankly, there's just negotiation sometimes. So, but you have to put it together. The other side has to know where you're coming from, what your allegations are, what your case is, and have an appreciation for what you can do with that to come to the table in good faith. And we find that they do a lot of times. So we end up not having to file everything.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Gary, for answering that. We'll see you on the next Legal Break.